I just want to return to this this thing I was talking about a few minutes ago in terms of ambiguous figures, objects or images like mecha cubes and Wittgenstein's duck rabbit, the image of the young woman that if you look at it a different way it looks like an older woman. Those kind of images. What started me off thinking about those, and this is a pretty half-baked thought I have to say, is not to do with images themselves specifically, it's to do with word-image combinations. And I guess I'm thinking about this because I've seen quite a bit of artwork recently, particularly some produced by some students at the university I work at, that has that form. It's performed writing. It's writing that's intended to act as, at least partially as kind of visual objects. Morning. Yeah, so these and there's quite a history of that kind of work. Whether it be specific kinds of typography or specific types of kind of page-based experiments with language and image combinations, or whether it be art and language kind of experiments. But one of the things I always find with that artwork, and I guess this is the point of it really, what I always find is that I can't see the writing and the image simultaneously. I get the same kind of ambiguity, the same kind of flip-flopping that I get with Wittgenstein's duck rabbit or mecha cubes or any of those kind of ambiguous figures. I can see the writing, I can read the writing if you like, or I can see the image the writing makes, but I can't see both at the same time. One always acts as a background to the other, if you like, which I guess is the point really. It reminds me also of that Stroop test that you can take, which is about how visual attention works, I guess, and the foregrounding and backgrounding of different elements of an image, particularly if one of those elements is written, literary, and has kind of semantic content. What the Stroop test is, it's a series of words, which are the names of colours. So the word blue, the word red, the word green, the word brown, and so on. But the text of these words will be in different colours. And in one version of the test, the colour of the text is the same as the word itself. So the word blue written in blue ink, the word red will be in red ink, and so on. And that's completely easy to narrate. It's very, if you're asked to say what colour the word is, it's very easy. But if you mix them up so that the word red is written in blue ink, the word blue is written in brown ink, the word green is written in yellow ink, and so on, and you then try to quickly go along and say what colour each word is, it's really hard because your first tendency is to read the word, and reading the word and the actual word itself doesn't correspond to the colour that the word's written in. So you keep making mistakes, and it feels like there's an obstacle to the task. Because again, I think you can't see them both simultaneously. You attend to one or the other. So you attend to the colour, which is quite difficult, but certainly possible. Or you attend to the semantic content of the word. I'm not sure what the relevance of that is really for art and language type creative work. I mean, certainly it provides a context. And here I don't know why this is relevant or not really. I'm just reminded of gravestones actually, partly because my granddad was a monumental mason and he carved gravestones and made sculptures for graves, that kind of thing. And things like bird baths and ornaments to people's gardens, but mostly gravestones. And it's quite interesting, I think. You never get a gravestone with the font in Comic Sans, and you very rarely get comedy statements on gravestones, as you could. I think Mel Blanc, the cartoonist gravestone, does say "that's all, folks," in that particular font that comes at the end of those cartoons. But apart from that, you tend not to. And I guess that is an example of the context, the actual material object on which the text appears, providing, absolutely providing the background against which the semiotic content is intended to figure. Including, the permanence of the stone, the kind of classical nature of most of the fonts on those gravestones. All of that stuff is the absolutely, it's not essential, but it's in terms of the understanding of it, it's completely functional in terms of providing that background.